All right, for the next part of covering the overview of Aliens Unlimited Galaxy Guide, we are going to look at spaceship construction, something that was sorely missing from the Aliens Unlimited book. But after looking at it here, you're going to kind of see it's going to take up a bunch of pages. And a hint for you Heroes Unlimited characters, are you a hardware category character? Because if you are definitely going to want to pay attention to what's about to come. The best tabletop RPG groups follow these core values to respect the campaign setting, the game, and the people at the table. Refer to the URL in the video's description to donate to the charity we support, the Wounded Warrior Project. Sunday on Rumble and YouTube, we provide tabletop RPG game, system, and setting overviews. Then on Friday, a panel of guests editorialize on the TTRPG hobby as a whole. Thursdays and Saturdays are when Heathen Dog leads his Dirty Casuals video game squad on twitch.tv/Legion of Myth. Please like and share this video with your friends and on social media, and subscribe to Legion of Myth for more tabletop RPG content. All right. Hopefully everything's on the screen there, and you're seeing the Aliens Unlimited Galaxy Guide. I want to hit the long one to make you guys suffer through the long one this one, because this video is going to be longer. The next video is going to be short, and I don't want to have the long ad for that one, but oh well. Spacecraft construction. I don't have pages marked on here. That's awesome. 168, I believe. There we go. That was pretty good. So, spacecraft, there we go. Construction is essentially, there are different ways you can go about doing it. You can buy or build your ship, and that's really when you make the hardware character. Every one of the alien races can be a hardware. And if you're like, what's a hardware character? Well, that's from Heroes Unlimited. But you could also salvage a ship, and we'll get to that in a moment. If you are hardware category, let me scroll down here. There we go. Let's do it about there. If you're hardware category, you're going to have a budget, and you can see the budget at the bottom of the screen. Heathen Dog, if you want to roll some percentile dice, just to show people what your budget might be.
72.
72. He's got a 26 million credit budget.
Woohoo!
Do you see how it goes from 2, 5, 10, 12, 15, 20, 26, 35, 50? Yeah. That escalates quickly.
Yes, it does. But I got a fast ship.
You might have a fast ship, yes. So anyway, this is for if you want to build it or buy it.
Sure.
Now, building it takes 2d4 weeks per each million in credits. So if he spends all 26 million credits and he wants to have it built for him, well, that's 26 times 2d4 weeks. If you want to do one die roll, or you could be a jerk and roll 26 times. I don't know.
No.
But,
hey, let's not be a jerk. Let me roll a d6.
Uh-oh.
6, that sucks. 1. So that's 7 times 26. So that's going to be 150 something weeks.
So what, 3 years?
Yeah, about that.
So good luck, but you can have your special ship made for you. If you salvage a ship, it says read page 168. I can do that. Okay, secondhand spacecraft. What? Oh, it's this one right here. So at the beginning of each adventure, now, this is if you get a salvage ship, or you're salvaging, a ship from spare parts. Basically, this ship is not in mint condition, all right?
No.
It's a fixer-upper. At the beginning of each adventure, and possibly right after heated combat or situations stressful to the spacecraft, prolonged periods at maximum speed, travel through asteroids, etc., the Game Master should call for a spacecraft mechanic skill roll. This roll uses the highest percentage in the group, if more than one character has a skill, and represents the group's ability to do minor repairs and maintain the vessel. Basically, you're holding on the outside, patching up with duct tape while you're flying through an asteroid field. A successful roll means the spacecraft functions normally, but a failed roll means something broke or slipped and fell out of line. There's a minor problem. Go ahead and roll, Heathen Dog, because you're doing so well at that right now.
72. Again.
72. Wow. Duplicated. That's got to be something. 72. One minor system offline. So your radio, your running lights, sound system, etc. This would be
fine. Whatever.
This would be a great story hook, especially if it's like your running lights, so you're looking like you're running silent in a secure area.
That would be bad.
Or your radio's down, so they're trying to contact you, and you're not responding back. Kind of like the Reliant.
Yep.
Anyway, so, but as you can see, the roll here. Now, how long does that last? If I remember correctly, it was till fixed. 2d4 weeks. Yeah. Nope. Where is it? I didn't write that down because I was an idiot. Well, you can do.
No, it's right there. It's right there.
Where?
Top right of the page.
Top right of the page. You talking way up here? All effects of the aforementioned.
There, right there. All effects on the aforementioned table are cumulative. At the beginning of the next adventure, the group gets
next adventure,
usual maintenance roll, and then you can fix it.
I had that 2d4 thing stuck in my head, and I forgot what this was, and I didn't write the note down because I thought I'd remember it. Now what? I didn't. So there you go. So yeah, you can fix it, but
you gotta wait a day or so for your usual preventative maintenance check or whatever. Yeah.
I just think it's a really good adventure hook. That's if they have a salvage ship. All right. Mm-hmm. So repairs and modifications. Let's go look at this first paragraph here. You want to
Millennium Falcon this thing up,
right? Or you just want to hang out in space for some reason.
That's pretty.
Once the campaign is underway, characters are going to eventually want to add to their spacecraft. They ran out of money during the construction or have not yet maxed out their ship. All they need to do is purchase the desired upgrades and add them to the vessel. Sounds easy, right?
Sure.
They can do this themselves if the characters possess the appropriate skills for such work, or hire somebody to do the work for them. But that will cost twice as much as the parts. GMs keep track of all skill rolls while characters are performing any upgrades or modifications. Failed skill rolls will result in a malfunction down the line. And since most mistakes go unnoticed by those who make them, the malfunction may not present itself until the mechanic specifically double checks his work or until the ship trips off the malfunction during spaceflight. Have the characters roll behind the screen that they don't see. Still let them roll if you want. I mean, I like to roll clickety-clack math ups, so let them do that. And smile at them like hee for every one of them so they think they failed every roll. And then make them spend, not make them, but then they'll want to spend the extra time. When you do that double checking, that takes time. So I hope you're not in a rush. Or have fun with the malfunction. Now, how do you fix your ship? I know it's on this page somewhere. Or did I lie? Yeah, here we go. The really hard part about self-repair is getting tools and replacement parts. The easiest and most common remedy is to have a spacecraft repair kit on board. So what is a spacecraft repair kit? Well, there are 4 types. There's the portable kits, which repair up to 10% of the ship's SDC. Medium kits that repair up to 25%. Shop kits that repair up to 75%, and the interesting one, factory kits, which can repair up to 150% of the ship's STC. That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. You have some left over.
Yeah. It's a huge stockpile of spare parts. Even making an entire new hull, you still have half of a hull in your storage.
Right. All right, Hidden Dog, you ready to build a ship?
All right.
Okay. Well, let's look at what types of ships there are. We're really not going to build one. Sorry. I lied. I know, I'm a tease.
I want a destroyer.
Well, I'm sure you do. So here are the different types of ships. You can have a shuttle, which is it's small to medium, transports passengers. Transport, it's a basic cargo ship. Interceptor, this is a fighter. This is your Pew Pew Buck Rogers fighter, or your oh my god, what's it called in Raptor? Viper. There we go. Viper and Raptor from Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. Destroyer, this is the smallest capital ship that's got a lot of big boom guns, but also can maneuver a little bit.
Yep.
The battleship, well, those are your big guns. Good luck. Deployer, dumbest name ever. It's your carrier.
Okay.
Space station, which is if you want to play your little Deep Space Nine game, or you want to be some sort of mercantile empire, or you just want to blockade a planet for some reason, you can buy a space station. And then there's the satellite, which for some reason I didn't write notes on. I didn't read.
That's because it's not really a ship. You can't actually take it anywhere or use it for anything. It just does what it does, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that. Well, here, let's see what it says, because my dumb butt didn't write actually the notes on that. Deployer, space station. Satellites are small, relatively cheap stationary vehicles set in orbit around a planet or moon. Okay, so it's ISS. Got it.
Oh, yeah, it's basically garbage.
So, but you can do any one of those. Now, next, we want to look at propulsion. Now, we already talked about the propulsion in the last video, right?
Sure.
So, but let's see how much the stuff costs. Zoom in on that a little bit. Okay, anti-grav modules point. Okay, wait, the cost is 2,500 credits per ton plus 1,000 credits per factor of speed. Oh, wait, what? Well, that's ton of ship. So your ship's mass counts into the the money. And then what do you want to be the factor of the speed? Now, what was the factor? Oh, maximum speed factor 20. It says right there. Good. So right there, that's 20,000 maximum. And then however big your per ton. Okay, you see that per ton, not
Yeah,
per.
I see it. I see it.
So when you have a 400-ton ship, you're taking 400 times 20 and multiplying it by those numbers there. You can do the cross multiplying on that, make it happen. All right. Antimatter fusion, 100,000. A little more expensive, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit. But I got 26 million. Suck it up, chump.
There you go, 26 million. That you just used it all in your engine. Good job. You are like
not all of it. Wait, how big is a destroyer?
400 to 1,000.
Well, let's say it's a little one.
It's a little destroyer.
It's a little one. So that's 400 times 100,000. That's 4 million for that, and then the factor of what am I getting? I'm getting antimatter fusion. So it's a factor of 250. So it's
if you go max, yeah.
If you go max, yes, factor 250. So it's going to cost 10,000 credits. So it's another 250. So 4.25 million.
There you go.
I got it.
Somebody was talking about the ships up here. The cost is per ton. So his destroyer, like if he goes with a 400-ton destroyer, it's 9,000 credits per ton. So it's 9,000 times 400. 360,000. Did I get that right?
I don't know. 9,000 per ton?
Yeah. No. Hold on. Let's go back up here. A destroyer was, 9,000 per ton.
Okay. That's 3.6 million. So I'm up to 5.5. We're around 5.5 million.
I'm not going to do stream math because I always fail. So
yeah,
we're
that's fine. I'm around 5.5 million, and I just got a shell and an engine. So I'm jamming.
So interstellar ramjet, laser sail. I'll just leave these on the screen. We're not going to spend time diving into each one of these. But you see that they're on here. Yeah. Where are the ones that are theoretical? Oh, undetermined.
Yeah,
if you have it.
Yeah, if you have it, then try it, and we'll find out together.
Yeah. If you have it, don't get caught. So there you go. All right. Next thing we want to look at. So here we go. Next page. So there are a lot of things for consideration here. So once you got your ship and your engine, now you want to look at the weapons. So one of the things to note about the weapons when we look at the cost here is that is for a fixed weapon. If you get a turreted weapon or I forget what they call it, a secure turret, basically it can slink back into the ship to be protected. It's going to cost you much, much more. These are base costs for that. So your lights. Well, actually, you went with the destroyer, so we'll look at medium spacecraft. I think that's medium. It's either medium or heavy. I forget. Well, we'll go heavy because those are nice prices. Ion beam, range 29 miles.
Yeah, in space, that's nothing.
All right. Damage 1d6 times 100. All this is SDC, of course.
Yes.
And by the way, if you want to convert to MDC, the book almost entirely across the board says, for MDC settings, just flip it to MDC.
Yeah.
So heavy railgun, long-range missile pack. So if you want a long-range missile pack that fires 10, costs 125,000 credits and does 50 damage. Oh, no, they can take 50. I'm sorry, it's SDC, not... Where's the damage?
Damage varies depending on the missile you loaded in.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, yep, I see that there. So that's right, because the particle battery, for example, it is a particular type of weapon. The missiles are going to have high explosive. What does Palladium use? High explosive plasma, whatever else.
High explosive, and some even do armor piercing.
Nice.
But yeah.
Let's look at what kind of weapons he missed out on. The battleship weapons. Great cannon, 500 miles, 1d6 times 1,000. Take that invulnerability and alter physical structure steel. All right. So anyway, you get the idea here. We're looking at weapons that you can.
Yeah, it's another $1 million to put a reasonable amount of weapons on it. So I'm up to $6.5 million now.
All right, then you have armor, and there are 3 types of armor: light, medium, heavy. You have spacecraft armor, turret armor, and launch landing bay armor as well. And you're going to want to coat each of those sections. Now, if you don't have any turrets, if everything's forward firing, well, then you don't need turret armor.
Fair.
Extra equipment. Now, we'll just look at a few of these. What did I say? Did I say Heathen Dog pick? Oh, no, I didn't. I said, look at, okay, defensive systems are your, it's the space version, but it's your flat. flare, chaff. See, I can take 2 words and actually make them 2 words instead of one. It's your chaff, your flare, and your shields.
Okay.
So you're going to want to put shields on your ship. Sensors. I do want to look at a couple of sensors. And the first one I want to look at is basic because this is what you're going to have. Except for specialized computers or sensors, this covers all the computers and programs needed for the common everyday operation of a spacecraft. It includes 100,000-mile communications and a navigation computer with coordinates and general information on planets and races, 40% general skill rating. So you might not have a lot of races, or you might not be completely accurate about the races, but it'll have, some cartography in there, some anthropology, and I don't know. Climate control and atmosphere circulating systems. Crew quarters are tight, but only amount to a bunk and a storage box. So this is your basic ship. You have no frills, all right? Basic sensor package, which is what I really wanted to read. All spacecraft come with limited collision warning systems for docking, security cameras near blocks, docking bays, tubes, etc. What I want to say here is that you do not have to make piloting skill rolls for everyday, common, garden variety, ordinary docking.
Yeah.
You only do it for special situations or really bad docking stations, which
or
are
landing.
awesome.
Landing on a planet. You always roll landing on a planet. Yeah.
The other one I wanted to look at here was, I did have space station written down. I just didn't see it. Where is it? Sensors, computers, basic set. Oh, super navigation computer. Because I just I like the name of it, and super navigation computer. There it is. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the basic package mentioned previously contains basic navigation computer. Its navigation skill equivalent 65%, which is not bad until one tries to use it for FTL.
Then it goes all bonkers because you're probably at minuses.
Yeah, because then it drops to 30%. The basic nav computer was designed to help guide a craft around solar systems and in orbit. All right, so what's this? The super navigation computer is specifically designed for the more demanding tasks of detailed and tricky flight plans, advanced decision-making in FTL, or other precision forms of travel. Its skill equivalency rating starts at 50% and can be upgraded in 5% increments.
That's not good enough, man.
That is
not good enough.
You pay for the extra 5%.
Every time. How much is it?
Okay, so it's the basic computer and programs cost 1 million credits. Sublight percentages upgrades cost 10,000 per 5% increase, max 98. FTL, this is one that's important. Percentage upgrades are 15,000 credits. Honestly, when you consider the base cost of this and your ship and so forth,
a drop in the bucket. I mean, if you have less than 98, something wrong with you, man. Something wrong with you. I would definitely take this, both of them, get them both to 98. I mean, yes. I saw in chat that I might have did the math wrong.
That's
because it was 400 tons times 100,000 for the engine, and that's 40 million.
Okay. Well,
so I may not be able to get a destroyer, but I'd go to transport. I would definitely spend money on that, because I have seen in the last episode, I've seen what happens when you flub that FTL roll. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. So you either do it yourself because you pumped your skills up, or you pay the money and you get this.
So here, if you can see that on the screen, I'm zoomed out, so you might not be able to see it, but here are the other, many of the other spacecraft systems. You got recreation facilities, launch bays, hull breach sealing systems. Probably a good thing to have. Grapple system in case you want to be a pirate. Arr, matey. Etc. So on and so forth. Lots of pages worth of equipment here. I would say if you combine this with things like Phase World and the Bionic Sourcebook, you can really, pimp your ship out.
Sure.
Now, here are standard spacecraft designs. Now, these are things like if you just want to buy a ship, they've got 20 in the book. So what I decided to do is I'm going to have Heathen Dog roll twice, and these are going to be the 2 ships we look at.
Okay. What am I rolling?
A D20.
Oh, okay.
There is no random roll. I just counted that there are 20 of them, so.
All right. 3.
Okay, first one is a 3.
Yep.
So there's the Flitter class, there's the Atlantis class shuttle, and the Insurgent class attack shuttle. Look at him.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. The Insurgent is about as combat worthy as a shuttle-styled ship can be. Well, that's not starting off that great.
Yeah, it's not boasting confidence in any way, but okay.
It's something of a make-do spacecraft for rebels and militaries too poor to acquire bona fide warships.
Oh, okay. So Star Wars Rebels would retrofit shuttles and make them into fighters. Okay.
Yep. I mean, Insurgent class makes it sound way more cool than it is.
It does sound a lot cooler, but it's not.
So they grab what ordinary shuttlecraft they can, upgrade them to the max, and voila! Instant low rent interceptor.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the write up for this.
The Kia of warships.
Yeah, there you go. I honestly, I don't know if Kevin or Bruce or who's the writer or Wayne wrote this, but either way, I like the write up of this so far. It's kind of fun. The Insurgent would be laughable compared to real warships if it did not have such a good combat record. Staffed with experienced pilots and armed with decent tactics, an Insurgent attack can prove most deadly to cargo, passenger transports, and even smaller military craft. Throughout the galaxy, more than one planet has shaken off the yoke of tyranny with small and tenacious fleets of these unlikely warbirds. Sure, I believe that. All right. Anyway, but it's 50 tons. You can see the dimensions here. You got a pilot, 2 gunners, 24 passengers if you want. You know, got to make money somehow, right? And so its drive is only factor 10. So that's half of what I think the anti-grav can go, if I'm remembering the right one.
Yeah, that's half of its biggest.
That's fine.
One, yeah.
You can update it later, right? It's got 2750 SDC, so that's pretty cool. But that includes the armor. It's got an armor rating, so it's got 750 SDC on underneath an armor rating 14. Not bad for a little fighter, right?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, not bad.
And SDC 2000. So
2000 of armor. Yeah.
Yeah, of armor. So not bad for a nice little fighter. It's got an Illumina cloud dispenser. That's one of the chaff flare things I was talking about. Reflective coating, so I think that reduces laser damage. Advanced sensor damage, satellite uplink, not going to read it all, yada yada. Cargo is none, and it costs you a whole 3 to 4 credits. So Heathen Dog with his 26 million could outfit an entire group, your entire PC group. Each man gets a ship.
Yep, in about a year, because that's how long it'll take to damn build the thing.
No, these these you buy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, roll a D20
let's see
again.
The next ship. 6.
Okay, so well then there are 4.
3. There's 4, 5.
So it's the next one. Dragon class. Again, sounds cool. We'll see if it is.
Okay.
The Dragon is a space fighter used largely by the nefarious forces of the galaxy, such as pirates, mercenaries, criminals, and the Garth Empire. That doesn't intimidate me. I'm just saying. The designers and producers of these ships are unknown, but whoever they are, they have succeeded in flooding the galaxy with these cheap but deadly warships. Oh, they're TIE fighters.
Basically, yeah.
Dragons are especially good at ship-to-ship dogfighting, where their extensive fire-linked weaponry brings punishing power upon a single target. Their lack of turrets, however, it's TIE fighters. There they are. The lack of turrets, however, makes them vulnerable to rear attacks, requiring Dragon pilots to be very good if they're to survive extended counters. So it's a little bigger at 75 tons. Nuclear fusion is a little faster.
Factor 40, yeah.
Total SCC 3000.
A little bit more.
So that's funny. It's half armor. Now, this doesn't say including armor, so I'm wondering if that's a typo.
It doesn't say that. Yeah, it doesn't say including armor, so that means total SDC seems to be 4,500.
I would agree with you on that.
But after the first 1,500, you lose the armor rating.
Yes.
No.
Other systems, military sensors are good for targeting, satellite uplink, so forth. So there you go.
No chaff.
Automatic breach seated. Nope. No chaff. Just but you're more offensive than defensive in this case.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I get you.
And 60. Now, I couldn't afford one for everybody, but
I would get the other one, man. I mean, it has more utility. It's better in a lot of places. So yeah, okay.
Because I can't resist. Let's go to the last one.
All right.
Oh, that's a space station. No, I want a battleship. Space station, spike class defense satellite deployer. Dumb name. Okay, Eviscerator class battleship. That definitely sounds Star Wars.
Eviscerator class. All right, now we're cooking with gas here.
Eviscerators are a relatively new battleship design meant to take advantage of the large, great cannons that ships of this size are able to employ. Remember, what was that? 2d6 times 1,000 or whatever it was? So 2d6 times 1,000, and you've got 4,000 hit points or SDC. Yeah, one of those great cannons wipes you out.
Yeah, if you get hit, you're done.
If you get hit, yep. Essentially a variant of the Leviathan, the Eviscerator features entire batteries of great cannons to operate as mobile bombardment platforms. Ultra heavy weaponry is meant to be used exclusively on large attack as a large target device. Yeah, okay. I should have actually mentioned that. Oh well, too late now. The ultra heavy. So I didn't actually go into the space combat I should have done that, and I don't have notes on the space combat because I thought it was going to be overkill for the video today.
Yeah, no, there's different classes of weapon. Some are anti-fighter, some are anti-ship, some are anti-planet, some are anti-personnel. And depending on how you use them, you get bonuses or minuses.
Like plus 14.
Yeah, a lot, because the Death Star super laser is not meant to shoot an X-wing fighter. You're not going to hit it. Yeah, you're trying to hit a fly with a cannonball. It's not going to happen. So yeah, you have to have several layers of weapons on your ship depending on the situation you're in, or else you're just going to get hosed by 1,000 cuts.
Right. Now
Yep.
this ship here is 5,000 tons. It's a kilometer and a half long, so it's basically a mile. It's just under a mile. 500 tons, that's kind of light for a mile, don't you think? 1,200 crew, so good luck, Heathen Dog. I hope you have a big group, big party.
Well, I don't have any money left if I bought it. I couldn't even afford crew.
Yeah, well, let's see what it costs when we get down to it. Do you see the drive time? Total SDC, including armor, 1.65 million.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, how much does this baby cost? Oh, 1.7
billion, minimum
billion.
1.7 billion.
I didn't see that on the chart. I didn't see that you could roll that right away.
Wait. Does it have force field? Total
SDC, other systems. Yeah, force field generator, 500,000 SDC. It's
Nice.
made to take a couple of hits.
Yes, it is made to take a couple of hits. Now, do you Michael has a good question here.
Okay.
But are we almost done?
Yeah, actually we are done. We are
done. Okay. Then I'm gonna throw this up as a chat. Let's see. Michael has two things here. Just this one's for fun. If you build a Jefferson starship, you can power it with rock and roll. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. But the real question is, I don't think the ship armor here would be natural AR. So anything over 14 hits the ship's AR. Under it hits the armor's SDC.
Yes.
I disagree.
Really?
If he wants to look it up to make sure, he can. But even in Heroes Unlimited, if you have environmental armor, which is what a spaceship is, that's what a spaceship is. It's environmental armor. It's protecting you from space. There is no bypassing the SDC. You have to beat through it. So if you fail, if you get less than 14 or 17 or 18 or whatever, it does no damage. If you get greater than 14, 17, 18, whatever, then it does SDC damage to the armor until the armor is breached. And then you're doing hull damage. That's what I believe it is. But if he can look it up, or if he wants to look it up and find it, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you on that one, but I want to see it in writing to get the right answer. If right now, if I were to run this second, I would tell you, okay, if you roll, was arm rating 14? So if you roll 15 to 20, you broke through and you're hitting the SDC of the ship. If you roll a 5 to 14, it's going off the armor. But that's because I'm basing off normal armor rules. If there is a write-up in there that agrees with him, vice me, then that's what I would ultimately go with. Both ways I get kind of make sense, but see if I can find something here real quickly while he's looking that up. Any other
no, that's it.
comment?